bit anorackish. Right, good morning. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. We didn't do a lot. I loaded some lorries, but that was about it. But Sunday, ready for this morning. But no, I haven't put nothing up for a little bit now, and because I haven't got nothing to put up, so I thought I'd make something to put up. We've just got our loader back together. This is a 9.5 metre reach loader, which you use to stack the stacks in the yard. So we haven't been able to move any straw yet because the release valve on the oil pump for the engine stuck open and released all my oil pressure. So she in turn knocked out number one big end bearing. Well, she never knocked it out. What happened was it picked up and spun in the crank and jammed the crank. So it stalled out and wouldn't start. So we didn't know quite what it was, so we had to have Oliver's over. They pulled the engine and took it away and found out that was wrong with it. So she's had a new crank, new big end bearings, new mains, new piston rings, and she's had all her bits and bobs tightened. So she's, you know, been pulled down and sorted out. Unexpected problem, but we've sorted it out and we're back on the road again. So well, we ain't behind with the carting because there isn't a massive amount to cart. Like, you know, we're normally this time of year looking to shift, oh God, sort of 10,000 bales. Well, we'll be lucky if we got half of that to shift. So I don't know quite what our tonnage will be yet, but I'm sure we're going to find out very soon. But we just carrying on, and we will deliver what we've got and then take the situation from there. But everything we've got obviously is now earmarked for Ely Power Station, so nothing else can go anywhere apart from there. So I'm just sort of tidying the yard up to bring bales in. We've had some late silage cutting come in, around about 30 acres of silage, and well, there's going to be more than that because I've got around about 35-40 acres of my own to cut again. It's got a, you know, it won't have a massive amount of bales on it, but it's a bit of late silage, and any feed in the stack this year I think will be a godsend. So we are just getting our ducks in a row so we can run on 3 or 4 stacks at the same time. I've got hemp off to my right, so no, it isn't hemp, it's linseed. I've got linseed straw off to my right, and I'm just moving some wheat straw into the Dutch barn because it's got a little bit mixed up and left here. As you can see, we've got some litter straw, so we're going to look after that because that's probably going to be worth a few bob as well. So we will do a litter straw stack and a 90 deep stack, a Heston stack, and a linseed stack. So that when the trailers come in, we can just load them into whatever stack we want them to go in. But no, if they've got any straw at all, even these bottoms and tops, I'm going to keep them, put them to one side, and hopefully they will do somebody a good turn. I'm not looking to move them at the minute because I would like to get back my costings on these this year, my cost price. I don't like working for nothing. We have to do it for the government, but I don't want to be doing it for every Tom, Dick and Harry. So I would love to get sort of a tenner a bale for this litter straw. So I'm going to sort of take care of it and stack it properly. Like you see, that one's got a dry bottom, so we put that against a dry top. rather than a wet against a dry, so the straw keeps better. Yeah, just sorting through and getting the job right. So I've got the Class Arian, one of the Class Arians, and the 3230 going out mowing grass, and I've got the other Arians going turning some straw. We've had a local company come to us, a local farm come to us, because somebody's basically left a load of straw in the field for them to clear up, and they've asked me if I'll clear it up for them, and a bale of straw is a bale of straw this year, so does that make sense? I suppose it might to someone. So yeah, so we're going to have a litter straw stack as well. But I must admit, I have had bales like this dry out enough to go to the power station. But they will have to drop their standards a little bit to take these ones. But if I can get it in as part of my contract, that would be superb. If you're listening, Justin. Well, we will endeavour to get every bale we can anyway. So yeah, so I've got, what have I got? Left a bale, straw wise, I have got about 20, 40, got 20 over there, 60, 70, 75, 80. I would imagine I've got 120 acres of straw left to bale, and I think it's around about 30 acres of linseed, and it's spring linseed, so you've got to beware with spring linseed. It can bite you in the bum if you're not careful. You've got to get it when it's its driest, because when it's wet it makes it pliable, and if it's pliable it can wrap your baler, so you don't want that. But the only problem with the field where it is, it's got woods down one side, so it's definitely going to have damp rows in it at least. So, but we shall work with it, because it's one of our loyal customers who lets us have his straw almost every year. So we will do our best to work with it. I think I'm going to turn that bottom one and put it on top. I reckon that's good enough to dry in the Dutch barn. I reckon if I turn that over, let's have a look. Yeah, I turn that over, that'll dry. That's a good enough bale to go in the Dutch barn. But no, so we've only just got the loader back, and I'm expecting a £5,000–6,000 bill for that. I'm hoping it isn't going to cost any more than that, but we shall see. They got it back in record. They got it put it back in record time on Friday, which was very good of them, because I had the machine to use over the weekend. Then, not that I did a lot, but we did use it. But it's there and ready for today. Like, you know, it's up and ready to run all day today. So by the end of the day, we should have ourselves all sorted out to take straw from all corners of the county. So, and I have got a lorry at my disposal as well over there, so we're just trying to start her up. She sat there that long doing nothing. The computers and that still run on it, and they drain the battery down, so her batteries are a little bit flat. I think they're a little bit dodgy anyway, and they do tend to get a bit tired, but no, the Dutch barn's almost half full. So it's mostly barley straw in here, actually, 90 deep barley straw, but that's still going to have to go to the power station. But there ain't a lot I can do about it. Hopefully, if I'm loyal to them, they'll be loyal to me and let me make up my shortfall next year. No, both of our balers are sitting over there. It's too damp at the moment. We need to we need a bit of sunshine. I have ordered a bit for later on, but whether it'll be here on time, I don't know. Oh, this here is my second-hand new high clearance plough. It's an LD85 Cavern, and I brought, it's a 5 furrow for the Arians. I bought it, I swapped it basically. I swapped it for my 6 furrow. And we also swapped out the Berthoud sprayer as well, and we've got ourselves a night trailed sprayer for 24 metre 3,000 gallon. So we basically swapped them out. So that we can use the Arians for ploughing, or one of the Arians for ploughing, and releases up one of our big tractors to carry on baling. So that's the idea. We have done a good bit of ploughing already, to be honest with you. I think we've done close over 100. We've done about 120 acres, I think. So we haven't really got stuck into it yet. So I wonder what this top one's like. By the way, that ain't a creek. That is the oil in the rams. So don't all get excited and say about time you grease that machine, John Burrows, because it's not a squeak. It's oil passing through the cylinders when I push them in. There you go. And my seats decided not to squeak this year as well, which is always a Brucey bonus. So it's a start to another busy week. So I think by the end of the week, I'm aiming to, by the end of the week, have all the silage done, all the baling done, so all that equipment can go in the grain barn, because the grain barn is empty. I sold all the grain off to Frontier, so got to pay me bills. So I've got a string bill. I've got a £19,000 string bill for baler twine, and I've still got 4 pallets of it. So I've now got to carry 4 pallets of string right through the winter. All I can hope is next year string's, you know, a good price, you know, worth more money, and then it'll be a bit of a plus that I've already got 4 pallets of it. So I'm stuck with 4 pallets of string and half a pallet of net wrap and half a pallet of wrapping plastic, because the yields have been rubbish, absolute rubbish. So I'll probably be baling later, the Chloe's baler. We're going to use that just to finish off with. The stuff that we just taken on is going to be black as you're at, because our competition across the roads left it lying there for a long while. We're going to go in and clean it up for them. Hopefully next year they'll remember that we've done this and give us a little bit of a chance at buying some straw off of them, because they do farm a lot of the land around me, so it would be very useful to have some extra straw. Hopefully they'll remember this year that we was good neighbours and tidied their field up for them so they can get their cultivations done. This is a problem, you see. You leave your straw laying around people's fields, and this is what happens. You just put people's backs up and put, you know, it's not about the baling of the straw. Anybody can bale straw. You can bale straw till the cows come. It's the clearing. It's the getting the straw off of the fields. People don't want to be messed about, and it gives the straw baling fraternity a bad name, and it always comes back to haunt you. Always. I always clear as quickly as I bale. That's why I run 2 bale chasers, one for each baler. Mind you, that flaming Heston, that big pack, that does actually need 2 chasers behind it in a good crop of straw. So yeah, we'll watch this space. I really, well, obviously I ain't going to be interested in buying another chaser this side of the winter, but only trouble with chasers, they do cost a lot of money, and they got the same season more or less as a combine, you know. So what have I got sitting in my barn this winter? I have a combine, I have 2 chrome big packs, and I have 2 bale chasers sitting in my barn, which will not lift a finger again till next spring. So they're not going to earn me no money. It's always an issue, like, because they're not an all year round workhorse. I did go to a farm sale the other day up north of Peterborough. That's it. I brought it's an old one. It's an old Coon power harrow, 4-metre cow power harrow and end toe. So I brought that to help out with the cultivations this year. I have managed to fix my Amazon 6-metre power harrow. So I've got a 6 and a 4. But I want to do as much as I can with the Stud carrier. So we shall see how we get on with that one. But you can't beat a carrier on sort of middle to heavy land. It does a super job. And as long as you don't go like you've drunk 5 cans of Red Bull, you only need to go over it once. You've got to give those machines time to work, and we just put all new tines on it as well, so good set of tines. We're set up for the tillage season. We've gone for a trailed sprayer because, like, obviously the Bertude's a motorised sprayer.